Watch out now. It's your girl Latasha with the walk. That's right, you guys. Make sure you tune in, like, and share. Am I doing that right? Is that like the perfect heart or what? Watch out now. Guys, tonight is going to be a phenomenal night. I am super excited, number one. And then number two, tonight's topic is so important. Just because it's an everyday lifestyle. It's something that we have to apply no matter if we purposely do it or we forced to do it or we accidentally do it. So watch out now. So make sure you guys go ahead, tune in, like, and share. I am your host, Latasha, and this is The Walk. You guys, The Walk is an inspirational teachings where we have non-judgmental conversations. Okay. You're free to voice your opinion in the comments. And also go ahead and share this live because even if it's not for you, it may be for somebody who can use the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we're going to share tonight. All right. So basically, tonight's show is about planning. All right. Planning the things that you want out of life, the things that are handed to you out of life, and the things that you need in life, the people you want around you, the job you want, the car you want. Like planning is so big and it's so unique. And like I said, whether you're forced to do it or you have to do it or you want to do it, it needs to be done. It's not nothing that we need to shy away from. It's actually something that we need to learn to embrace. And there's actually a scripture for that. That my people no, that's for lack of knowledge, but about making how important it is to make a plan. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and get deep into it, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will, if you have a question or if you have a story to share about your experience with what we're talking about tonight, please drop it in the comments. Let me know where you're from. Tune in. I will post your comments on the screen so everybody can see what you have to say because it's important. All right. So watch out now. Listen. So let's go ahead and get into it. So if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Period. All right. And I know most of the times when you talk about that, you think of business or a job or finances, but planning is bigger than that. And guys, when I tell you it actually works, like to write it down, to actually write a plan down, all right, to say what you want, believe that it's going to happen, because a plan actually activates faith, whether you know it or not. A plan is saying, hey, this is what I want, all right, this is what I'm willing to do to get it, and I'm going to still believe no matter how it looks in life, I'm going to keep my faith to this. And that's not saying that sometimes the plans don't change or the plans don't need to be altered. Like, don't be scared of those situations or when those things happen. Embrace them and just go with it. But the one thing you don't embrace, the one thing that you don't give up on, the one thing that you don't quit doing is having faith. It's having faith in your plan. All right. No matter how many times you got to change it, how many times you got to alter it, because things change, knowledge change and you learn things along the way. So then you can even start adding to your plan or taking away from it. But the one thing you do not want to change is your faith and your goal to reach that plan. All right. So I said that to say it's really big. Okay. There is something magnificent about having a plan. All right. And like I said, whether that plan is to fail or to succeed, you have to have a plan, because if you don't, life, your thoughts and the things and the people you meet along the way will make your plans for you. All right. How many times you ran into just using this as an example, how many times you ran into a guy that you didn't plan on him doing, or if he treated you wrong or whatever. Let's just use that for an example. Did you plan that, or did you just allow that to happen? Because if it was part of the plan, then you would know he don't fit nowhere in the plan. The actions that he's doing, or the things that he's doing that's making you not happy, does not add up with your plan. So you will automatically know right then and there. This go to your checklist. All right, go back to the drawing board and no, this is not what I planned. So I do not have to accept this. I'm not going to accept this. And good rhythms. All right. So I had to learn that, and a lot of things. Hey, Valine said faith is everything. You're absolutely right. All right. I don't, like I said about the plan, one thing that don't change is your faith in succeeding. All right. So as I stated earlier, you meet somebody, all right, and this is just using a relationship as an example. This is using a friendship as an example. Things you're not feeling comfortable in it. You feel like you're stressing. You feel like you're doing more than what you planned on doing. Then there is an issue. There is the red flag, because that's not in your plan. That was never a part of your plan. So go back to your plan. And this is the thing. It's not just about making a plan. Read your plan daily. All right. Read your plan as much as you can. Start checking off things. Once you achieve one thing, go to the next. Once you achieve that, go to the next. But keep your faith and stick to your plan. Let me tell you something. A plan has magnificent powers to draw whatever you plan for. All right. So imagine, okay, let me be honest. Let me tell you guys about a plan that I had. And I'm being completely honest. All right. So I actually had a piece of paper, which I think I still have in my room, that I wrote down on how I wanted my husband. I mean, I was specific in a lot of areas. All right. I wrote down the way I wanted to be treated. I wrote down the feelings I want to have. I wrote down how I want certain things to be. I wrote down how the height I want him to be. Yeah, I wrote down all of that. I wrote down the career choices, financial situations. I wrote down all of that because I made a decision to keep everything closed, legs and all, write down my plan and stick to it. So it made it easy dating after that, because I was fed up with doing things my way. So I was like, okay, let me see how this plan thing works. So I planned my husband. All right. I was very, very specific, and do not be scared to ask for what you want. I don't care what it is. Do not be scared to write it down and add it to the plan. If it's really something that you want, make sure you add it to the plan. Okay. This can't do nothing but help you. You have the right to pick and choose what you want. Okay. So I wrote these things down. So when I decided to go on dates, and they didn't add up to my plan, I know I didn't like short. I know that ain't, I know you ain't it, because yeah. I mean, and those things mattered to me. So that's what I mean about sticking to your plan and not settling. Because soon as you start to settle, then so does the plan. You're giving in. They're saying, oh, I don't got faith. I'm gonna just take what I got because it ain't coming quick enough the way I want it. It ain't happening fast enough the way I want it. So I'm gonna just settle. Stop settling. Guys, we've been settling for so long. There's no room for that. There's no time for that. All right. We're getting older. And as you get older, you want to get wiser. And as you wiser, you want to grow. And then as you grow, you want to teach other people the skills and ability that you have learned along the way. All right. That's what I want to do. That's what I do. So like I said, there is something magnificent about having a plan. If you physically don't have any money to start planning, you won't have any money. But if you put that money or that desire or that number in your plan on how much money you want to make, all right, don't make a plan going in, okay, doubting yourself. Don't make a plan going in, oh, I don't even have this money. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. No, the plan is basically that's the drawing board. That's the pen and paper. Okay, that's setting the foundation. All right. So if you go in there with an attitude, or you already start your plan off with, oh wow, I don't even have no money. Well, then you won't have no money. You are absolutely right about everything you believe, and you are absolutely wrong about everything that you don't believe. Everything that goes on in your life is according to how you see it, how you view it. Don't matter what nobody else see or do. It all matters about you. So go in that plan with faith. All right. Don't worry about how it's gonna happen. Don't worry about if you plan to make a lot of money. Write that down. Plan to make a lot of money doing whatever it is I'm good at, and manifest it. Manifest your money. You have that power. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Okay? Don't let nobody make it seem like you got to die to go to heaven to get what you want. No, you can get what you want right here, right now. We are here to experience heaven on earth. Okay? Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. On earth, we are here to experience a good life, a good time, whatever we want, right here on earth. That is put into a prayer. If you don't believe me, go look it up. All right. So yes, you have the power to do that. All right. You have to, you have the mental equivalent to receive that which you are planning for. All right. If you understand how powerful your mind is, it will help with so many other things in life. And I'm telling you, it'll help with habits that you think that you need. Even when you'll be around those habits, it'll be easy for you to overcome them, because now you took control over your mind. But if you still are letting things control you, then you're just as weak as that's controlling you. You have to understand your strength. All right. You have to understand that even when you get around things that's not a part of your plan, that you still are able to stand strong and not fall weak because you see everybody else doing it or you see somebody else doing it. What good is that? It's a lot of weak people. It's a lot of weak individuals. We need people who are able to be strong, who are able to face temptation, who are able to stand up when they need to take a stand. That's what we need, especially our men. We need that. All right. So, anyways, I ain't trying to get all tough and sentimental with you, but I just want you guys to know the importance of having a plan. And it's not just for money, even the friends, the co-workers, the things that you do in your life, even your family members. Like, you have to have a plan. And if things don't line up with that plan, you have the option to get from around it or not be a part of it. You have the ability to say, I don't want nothing to do with this. You have the ability to hear somebody talking about somebody and walk away because you don't want nothing to do with that. You have to understand that it's okay to say no. It's okay to not be around things that do not line up with your plan. It's okay. It is okay. Those people will be okay. I refuse to put myself in a situation or around certain things that I'm uncomfortable about. I just refuse to do it, and nobody's gonna make me do it. I'm not. I'd rather be by myself, praying by myself, just being one within myself, which is man, it's a peace that suppresses our understanding. I can't even tell you guys the feeling that I get when I get in there and I just go within and I be by myself. and I write my plan down, and I have fun doing it because I know I have the mentality to know that I am able to manifest anything that I want. I have a creator that made me in his image, in his likeness. And gave me the ability to speak and to write and to believe these things that I want. Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something. A true story just happened to me. And I didn't even put it on Facebook. But years, for many, many, many years, and guys, this is a true story. I have never had a credit card ever. I had the worst credit ever. I just cleaned my credit up within these last few years. Thank you, God. And thank you to the people that helped me. All right. And I always had in the back of my mind, even when I had bad credit, I said, I want a American Express card. That is the credit card that I want. This is how planning manifests itself. This is how your thinking and your thoughts are this strong that you don't even know the things that you think, whether good or bad, they will end up happening. And that is why it's important to correct your thinking and to make sure what you are thinking or whatever your heart is on, that is something that you want out of life, not fear. Because if you're scared and you're fearful of something and that's all you think about, then let it be so unto you. That's what you're going to manifest. But anyways, I always say I wanted the American Express card. So long story short, I met up with somebody who helps, who knows about, filing for credit cards and everything. And he gave me a lot of knowledge. He did. Because I told him, I was like, I'm 38 years old. Like, I fixed my credit. I'm good. My credit is real good now. So I want to apply for my first credit card. I see these people keep sending me stuff. Oh, get this credit card, get that credit card. But I don't know where to start. I don't want to just get into something and get stuck in something, sign some paperwork, and I don't know what I'm doing. But anyways, he was like, okay, start with this credit card. It was an off-brand credit card I never heard of. Okay. And in my heart, I know I wanted the American Express. And I asked the individual, I said, well, how can I get an American Express with this is my credit score? Like, am I able to get American Express? And according to his knowledge, it's not that people be hating on you all the time. It's that people just telling you, what they learned along the way. The individual said, no, you can't get one right now. You got to show that you actually build credit, not just you cleaned your credit up and you got a nice credit score, but you got to show that you could be trusted with accumulating credit. And you have to start here before you jump out there to an American Express. Cool. I said, okay, not knowing, but my heart is still on the American Express card. For some reason, I could not shake the thought, the feeling, the desire of having an American Express card. Okay. And people told me, oh, you got to be in the 800s. I'm in the 7s, almost there, but they told me that I couldn't get an American Express card. So I applied for the off-brand card that the individual, told me to start off with. And guys, believe it or not, I got denied. All right. I just knew I was going to get approved. This is an off-brand card. I don't need much. I just want to start get a credit card to start building my credit. These people denied me and told me they cannot verify my identity or something they said. So I'm like, cool. Few days later, the American Express card was so heavy on my heart. I don't know why, but because I desired this. So I'm going to tell you what I did. I talked to my husband. I said, babe, like, you think I can apply for a credit card through Navy Federal? Because that's who we bank with. And he's like, yeah, and you know what, babe? You gonna get approved. Listen, this is why it's important to have friends, family, soulmate, relationships, co-workers, people behind you or in front of you that believes in you. Because just a word that they speak is already touching and agreeing with your desire, okay, with your faith. Because when two or more come together, God is all in the mix. All right. So he just said out of his mouth, oh, you definitely go get approved when you go through Navy Federal. And I was like, yeah. Oh, okay. So I got gassed up and started believing in myself because this is what I wanted. I needed a credit card. Now, not knowing Still not knowing what's going on. All right. So I applied. I did the application, and they have this thing where it says like you can apply to see if you're pre-approved before you actually submit your credit information. Because when it comes down to credit, it affects your credit score. So every credit card you apply for, whether denied or approved, it affects your credit score. Okay. So I got pre-approved. They was like, "Oh, you pre-approved." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, let me apply for the real card." So I applied for the real card. They gave me 5 options. All right, 5 options. And guess what? One of those options was the American Express credit card. I kid you not. And I was like, the American Express? So boom, I went ahead and I applied for the American Express card. I went and put in the application, and they was like, it's gonna take us 24 hours to get back to you. So guess what I did? I kept faith. I didn't worry about it. I kept faith, and I just kept thinking God within me, like, thank you, thank you, thank you for my card. Thank you for my American Express card. Oh God, they said I couldn't do it, but I did it. So not even 24 hours later, maybe a couple hours later, I got an email saying that I was approved for my American Express card, the card that so many people told me that I was not going to be able to get. Your girl got one. And this is my very first credit card I ever applied for. So watch out now, because let me tell you something about faith. Faith is even when the doubters, the haters, the non-believers say, the jealousy, they hate on you, they throw stones at you. But guess what? Faith, they can't touch that. All right. So when God is with you, who could be against you? All right. And I said that to say, have a plan, stick to it, have the faith. Listen, things are going to pop up, good, bad, ugly, sad, whatever. You still have the mental capacity to say, I still trust, I still believe, and yeah, I still want it. Now, where's that? And bring it on. Watch out now. You still have to believe, because that's something that nobody can touch this. All right. They could say what they want to say, do what they want to do, hate how they want to hate, talk behind your back. But baby, they cannot touch that power that you have to activate it. And listen, have a faith so strong that it's unmovable, it's untouchable, it's untalked about. When people talk about it, it don't shake nothing. You hold on to that. Even if that's all you got left, you hold on to that and watch God be God. All right. When you do what you're supposed to do, you got to sit back, have the faith, and watch God do what He's supposed to do. Now, there's other things that I have in my heart that I manifested. But like I said, get around people who believe how you believe. Get around people who are able to really touch and agree and who are really happy for you. Get around those people. And one thing about it, you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell who anybody is in your life right now. If you want to reveal who they are and see if they sincere, go to God about them. Pray about them. Pray for them. And just sit back. You'll see. You will see. All right. So don't you worry about none of that. But anyways, the first place you're able to get anything that you want, and the first place that you're able to start making a plan is in your mind. All right. Your mind is powerful. You make up your mind. You say, this is what I want. And like I said, get you a pen and paper, get your phone, however, get a recorder, start speaking it, start jotting it down, and just go with it. All right. It's so serious, and your mind is so powerful. And that's where the battle is either won or lost, in the mind. All right. But you have the power to do that. Okay. So whatever you want first, get it in your mind. Even the Bible says, to him that have more will be given. All right. So if you start right now with heaven, all right, we start manifesting, we start planning. Even that which you have, more will be given into you. But the person who don't plan or fail to plan or fail to do what they supposed to do, even what he have, even the little that he have will be taken away from him. So guys, you have to know these things. You have to know how powerful you are. All right. And that's how the rich stay rich, and that's how the poor stay poor. You know why? Because when you have something, when you have a plan, when you have a desire, and you have the faith to back it up, and then you do the works that it takes to do it. Listen, people always say it takes hard work, it takes this and that. Listen, all they do is take faith, because when you want something, ain't nothing hard about doing it when you get it, because the burden is light, the load is light. It's all about here. It's all about how bad do you want it. Okay, it's about making up your mind. It's about not settling no more. Stop settling. If it's not a part of the plan, and it don't feel right, and it don't look right, and it don't smell right, don't do it. We're not looking for projects. We're looking for things that we want. We're starting to manifest those things that we want. We're not settling no more. Do not settle, guys. All right? Don't be afraid to really know your value. Don't be afraid to really know who you are. Don't be afraid to believe that you have the power to manifest what you want. I tried to settle for something that I didn't even want, and it didn't work out. I got denied. And it wasn't until I went after what I want, which is that American Express card, I got approved on the spot. It didn't even take long. All right? So make a plan. Have a plan. All right? Now, if you're okay with planning to fail, if you're okay with keep going around in the same circle, the same cycle, meeting the same people, going to the same places, if you're okay with that, then let it be so unto you. I'm not here to change nobody's mind. I'm just here to let you guys know that you have an option. You have an option. All right? The thing is, just choose wisely. But I wanted to let you guys know that. So, listen, guys, the walk is something that we have these conversations in our mind that I want to bring out and speak openly about them. Okay? That's what the walk is about. It's not about judging. It's not about me forcing you guys to believe or do something that you very well don't want to do or you're not ready to do right now. The walk is all about planting seeds. The walk is all about a year or two later that you remembering, oh, I heard Latasha say that. Oh, I remember Latasha saying that. That's what the walk is about. Planting seeds. Seeds, when you plant a seed, they don't grow overnight. All right. When you plant a tree, it takes time sometimes to bear those fruit. So my job is to just be here. So I wrote down something earlier that came to my heart, and I want to read it soon as I unfold it. I was like, I need to, I was gonna post it, but I wanna God, I really folded this up nice and good. You don't even want to come apart. Watch out now. But this is something that was in my heart, and I feel like it's for me, and I want to share this with you guys. So the point isn't just to outgrow people, places, and things that adds no value to you, but to outgrow parts and bad habits of yourself that adds no value to you. So we could say all day long, oh, I'm gonna cut this person off, I'm gonna cut that person off, they don't mean me no good. But sometimes you gotta cut habits off that don't mean you no good in your life. You gotta cut certain thoughts off that don't mean you no good in your life. You gotta cut going certain places, around certain people, around certain things that don't mean you no good in your life. We always think it's people that we got to cut off. No, you got to cut some of those mental things in your mind that's taking over you. All right, that's you allowing to run or ruin your life, that adds no value to you. It's not all about people. It's all about getting a block out of your eye before you worry about the little splinter that's in somebody else's eye. That's what it's about. All right. It's not about people. It's about you having the power, having the control over you to get rid of the things that adds no value to you. It's not just getting rid of people or cutting people off. You need to cut off some habits and some things that you have going on. Love you first, work on you. And then you will see that dealing with people, going certain places or dealing with certain things isn't as hard as it is once you deal with yourself. This is self-worth. Self-worth and self-work. All right, never forget that. But anyways, guys, my husband about to put our steak on the grill. I'm about to eat me some stone crab claws. I'm about to go in. Your girl hungry. Watch out now. And yeah, all that. Security. So listen, don't forget, we'll be back here next Wednesday on the walk right here. So make sure you tune in, like, and share. Also, guys, I have a few things that's coming up. And listen, if you're looking at income tax season is coming up, listen, if you're looking for somebody first of all, who's honest and who said this is what they charge and they're going to charge just that. And I stress that because that happened to me just last year. All right. Where I was going to secretly charge more than what I was originally told. And I wasn't okay with that. So guess what? My husband and I got the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding we need, okay, to learn these methods of how to do these certain things so that we won't get scammed anymore. But not only for us, we want to go ahead and also share that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding with you. But mainly my husband, not me, okay? Mainly my husband. So he is, watch out now, he's been doing his own taxes since he was 18 years old. So you guys, if you want your taxes done right and you want them done accurately and you want somebody who's honest, who you could trust with your information, or who you could trust with, everything that you give them, you guys, make sure you go ahead and schedule you an appointment, your consultation. If you have any questions, the information is there. There's no hidden fees. He's a tax pro. He get the maximum refund. And when you refer a friend, you get a certain amount. So not be scared to be in honest hands. Watch out now. So you guys, that is it for me tonight. I am your host, Latasha. And guys, don't forget, we will be back here next week, Wednesday. So make sure you tune in, like, and share. And always remember, watch out now. Welcome to the LCL Radio Show. I am your host, Latasha. Watch out now. The LCL Show. It's the LCL Show. It's the LCL Show. Watch out now. It's the LCL Show. It's the LCL Show. It's the LCL Show. Watch out now. We're coming through the roof. We're coming through the roof. We're coming through the roof. Security. We're coming through the roof. We're coming through the roof. We're coming through the roof. Security. Watch out now. Watch out now. Watch out now. Security. Watch out now. Watch out now. Watch out now. Security.